We're here with State Senator David Luectefeld of the 58th District in Southern Illinois. Many of you probably already recognize him. I want to start in the news. Frank Watson, of course, has suffered what some are terming a minor stroke. How is Frank doing? Have you spoke with him recently?
Yes, I have. In fact, I've seen him several times recently, and it was certainly not a minor stroke, but it is one I think that he can have a full recovery or close to a full recovery, and but it's going to take a lot of work and it's going to take some time. But Barnes Hospital, I don't think would be saying to him, I think you can have a full recovery, if they didn't think he had a good shot at that. So right now his full focus basically is trying to get there, but I do believe it will take, I'm sure it's very frustrating to him and very emotional, and it'll take a while. But sure. I hope and pray that he gets where he wants to get, and that's back healthy again.
We all hope that. I read the other day there's a big project in the works in Perry County, and this has been rumored for some time. I heard maybe a year or more ago Disneyland Midwest was the rumor. Is that project exactly? Do we know yet? And what's the status timeline on that project?
Well, it's something I think that could really be good for the area if it happens. Really, that group came to myself and a couple of other legislators probably as much as 4 years ago. Mike Bost was involved, Dan Reitz was involved, and basically said we would like to put this amusement center here in Southern Illinois, and we're in the process of buying land. And we said, great, but we'll do what we can to help you, because I think it does a lot of good things for the area. But it's been a long time coming, and I think it's still in the making. I think it still has possibilities, and all I've tried to do is do what I can to help them that it actually takes place. They're in the process of buying the land. I think they're pretty well through that right now, or getting close to it. And then, of course, you have to find investors to do the things. What they'd like to do is make it another Branson or better. I mean, their plans are that it would be bigger someday. Well, we'll see.
Sure.
Again, I think it is our job to try to do what we can to help make our area a better area, and that's all I'm trying to do.
Is turning now to the Fall Veto Session, in your mind, in my mind it's finances. How you fix those, I don't know. But what's the top priorities in this veto session? Because it's a little different this fall, because perhaps there isn't as much because of all the special sessions over the summer, or just talk about that. What's the priorities here?
Well, most of the vetoes that we have been dealt with already, and earlier when we were in session in the summertime. So we've done much of that. I don't think there'll be a lot going on in this veto session. I really don't. We've already called off Friday. There needs to be something done. We are in desperate trouble. I mean, people don't have a clue how bad a shape this state is in. If we weren't a state, we'd probably have to declare bankruptcy. That's how bad it is. But the three leaders have messed around for the last 6 years, passing budgets that they knew were not balanced, starting new programs, paying for some of those either by moving back the payment cycle, or borrowing the money, or raiding the pension funds, or raiding other funds. That's one-time money, and you can't do that and get by with it. And now it's come to a head. I would just suggest to you that there are going to be some very ugly things happen in the next 6 to 8 months, where pharmacies are going to close, small-town pharmacies, where disability centers, were nursing homes. You're going to see some very ugly things where the state simply cannot pay its bills. And of course the governor will blame it on the recession and all that sort of stuff.